All right, good morning and welcome to this active flow and breathwork class. My name is Brian and I'm delighted to be here with you today for this class we're calling Sun Worship Flow. Um, so today we're going to do some activating breath and then some balancing breath. And then we will move into some movements designed to wake open the body and welcome the sun into our day. And so those movements will set around the sun salutation sequence, but we'll work into that in a organized way. We'll finish with a twist and a nice guided rest. We'll be here about 45 minutes, all told, give or take. And as always, we will start by grounding, landing, raising gratitude, and setting our intention. And before we do any of that, I'll remind you of our first guiding principle, which is support precedes action. So ensure that you have all of your supports for your practice, whatever you need to support yourself in your practice: a chair, blocks, straps, bolsters, blankets, eye shades, tissues. You want to clear your passageways before we begin this breathing. And whatever it is you need to support yourself, have it available and then avail yourself of it. Use your supports. Secondly, remember it is your practice. So you are in the privacy of your own space by design. And while I will be offering and suggesting and inviting you to do some things from over here, the only requirement for you is to be present and to breathe. Everything else is an option, a suggestion. So come out of any posture at any time, modify any posture at any time, take any alternate posture at any time. At any point you get lost or you feel like you're not in alignment with your breath, stop, reconnect, and begin again when and where you are ready. And so, particularly with the activating breath, you want to make sure that you're staying in balance with yourself. The inhale and the exhale are of equal length, duration, and intensity. And so we'll work through this and we'll be okay and all will be well. And then we'll see how our practices affect our mind states. The goal here, obviously, is to remember that we're offering these tools as ways to self-regulate. And the ability to self-regulate with the tools requires us to pay attention. We have to notice for ourselves what is the effect of our practice on our mind states. Okay, enough talk. Let's practice. So let us begin, as always, by grounding and finding ourselves in our supported posture. Whatever that looks like for you, take a moment to bring yourself into yourself. Come into this place and come into this space. Find the parts of your body that are in contact with something: the floor, the chair, the seat, the wall, the mat, cushion, whatever's touching. Feel the physical sensation of that connection and bring your awareness to that physical sensation of connection as support. What is it like to be supported in this moment? And then, having found your supports, I invite you to root down into those supports, into those places of connection, as if you could extend roots through them down into the earth so that you might lengthen from there. Lengthen the spine, lengthen the side body, lengthen through the crown, tuck the chin slightly, feel the full length of the spine from the base to the crown. And notice immediately what happens when you elongate and align the spine. Feel into that subtle shift that happens perhaps for you. And then, keeping the spine elongated and aligned, I invite you to turn your awareness to your breath and to begin breathing in and out through the nostrils, following the inhalation all the way in and the exhalation all the way out, just noticing where the breath goes for you without stress, strain, or exertion. Present on the inhale and on the exhale. Noticing the different subtle sensations that occur on the inhale and on the exhale. And then with that awareness on the breath on your next inhale, I invite you to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space, and to look into your heart space and allow to arise there gratitude, any one thing for which you're grateful, maybe today just the possibility of gratitude. And whatever arises when gratitude is called forth, I invite you to see that clearly in your mind's eye. and to anchor your gratitude in your heart space and hold it there throughout your practice. And then finally, this morning, I'll invite you, if you choose to set an intention for your time here, for your practice, perhaps a simple intention to just be right there with each inhale. And whatever your intention is, I invite you now to state it to yourself. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you state your intention in a clear and declarative voice, as if it is already done. And then listening as the echoes of your intention reverberate in your being, I invite you to take a full inhale. And as you exhale, if you choose to allow your chin to drop toward your grateful and intentional heart and offer a benediction to seal your intention, as I say, Namo, Namaste. And then lift the chin, release the hands, hold yourself steady in your breath. Namo means I bow to the creative consciousness, the divine in all. Namaste means I bow to that spark of the creative consciousness, the divine that resides within you and within me. And so with that, we're going to begin with a breath. We're going to activate breath. We're going to do our breath of fire, which is a bellows type breath, utilizing the diaphragm. On the exhale, we will pull the diaphragm down and back as if you could pull your belly button toward your spine. And on the inhale, the diaphragm releases, which pulls the air in. The inhale and the exhale are equal in length, duration, and intensity. The body is very still. The awareness is on the breath in the nostrils. The focus is at the brow point if the eyes are closed, or at the tip of the nose, just beyond the tip of the nose if the eyes are narrow. Now, we're going to have 3 separate places for the hands, beginning with the hands on the knees. So bring your hands to your knees, palms up, thumb and forefinger lightly touching. Lengthening through the spine, centering into your awareness. Now, if you are pregnant or on your menstrual cycle, please just do a long, deep breath. Do not pump the diaphragm. Just do a long, deep inhale, full, complete exhale. We're going to be like this for 1 minute, and then we will extend the arms, palms up, shoulder height. We will be like that for 1 minute, and then we'll bring the hands to prayer at the chest. We will be like that for 1 minute. So 3 minutes total here with our breath of fire. Do the best you can. Don't overthink it. If you get lost, just stop. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, and your practice. Let's take a cleansing breath to begin, settling into our posture. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale and begin. Now, your breath rhythm may be different than mine. That's absolutely as it should be. You are not me. I am not you. Find your own breath rhythm, your own pace, your own practice. It's your breath. Feel into what works for you. Find that place where you're steady, calm, focused on the breath, and moving within your own body. Just breathing in and breathing out here. Inhaling and exhaling in alignment with the pulsing of the diaphragm. Fully present. Continue the breath, but extend the arms out from the shoulders, palms up. Eyes are narrowed or closed. If they're closed, you're focused at the brow point, that place just behind and where the brows come together, just behind the forehead. The eyes are narrowed. Just focus on something not moving just beyond the tip of your nose. Now, drishti or gazing point. Steady and sure, just working within the rhythm of your own breath and your own body in your own practice. Just being in your breath. Steady and sure here. Go ahead and continue to breath. Bring the hands to prayer at the chest. Steady, calm, focused on the breath, and moving within your own body. Take a full inhale here. Gently retain this breath while lifting at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bowl, at the heart, relaxing the shoulders, tucking the chin. Let everything come into the center of your being. Be fully centered and still here. And exhale, release. Bring your hands to your knees, palms up, thumb and forefinger together. Be very still. Notice your experience. Notice what shifted for you. Notice where you feel, what you feel, how you feel. Be present. Check in with your gratitude and your intention. Feel into the integration of your practice, the resettling of your breath. Maybe a chance to move into stillness and just be here for a moment. Now, having activated, we're going to balance that breath. And so we will begin this variation of alternate nostril breath. Now, with alternate nostril breath, you can just bring your mental awareness to the nostril, or if you have a hand mudra, you can place your hand mudra to block the nostril according to how we move. We're going to breathe in through the left nostril in 8 equal inhales. So we're going to break the inhale up into 8 little sniffs. Pausing at the top, we're going to switch and exhale out the right nostril. And we'll do that in 8 equal, we'll break the exhale up into 8 equal sniffs or strokes. And then we will stay here and inhale through the right, 8 equal strokes. We'll pause at the top, switch, and exhale out the left, 8 equal strokes. Well, that's one round. When we finish that, we'll release the hand down. We'll breathe in 8 equal strokes through both nostrils. And then we'll pause at the top, and then we'll breathe out 8 equal strokes through the mouth on the exhale, through a pursed lips or a rounded mouth. I'll count out the first couple rounds just to keep us on sync, and then we'll move into our own practice. It won't be here that long. So find your extended supported posture, lengthen, align, bring yourself into yourself, bring your mental awareness to your left nostril, and block the right if you're choosing to do so, and begin inhaling through the left 8 strokes. Pause at the top, bring your awareness to your right nostril, block the left if you're using the block, and exhale in 8 strokes through the right. Inhale through the right, 8 strokes. Pause, switch your awareness or your mudra, and exhale left, 8 strokes. Release your hand and your awareness. Inhale through both nostrils, 8 strokes. Pause and then circle the mouth, make a little O shape with the mouth, and exhale 8 strokes through the mouth. Bring your awareness to your left nostril, block the right if you're using a mudra, and begin. Left, inhale 8. Switch your awareness, exhale right, 8. Inhale right, 8. Switch your awareness and your mudra, exhale left, 8. Release the hand, inhale both, 8. Purse the mouth, exhale 8. Continuing, inhaling left. Exhaling right. Inhaling right. Exhaling left. Inhaling both. Exhaling mouth. One more round on your own. When you finish your round, release any shaping of the breath. Bring the hands, palms up, thumb and forefinger together. Be very still. Just notice. Again, what has shifted? Where did energy move to? Where are you feeling? What are you feeling? How are you feeling? Can you find stillness here as everything settles in? Take a full inhale here. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. And as you exhale, come around to your mat. We're going to begin on we'll begin in child's pose today. So wisdom pose, child's pose. Knees out wide to allow your torso to fall between them, or knees together to allow your torso to rest on top of them. Hips back toward the heels, forehead toward the mat, chest toward the mat or toward the thighs. Start with your hands back by your feet, palms up. Full child's pose here, wisdom pose. Release the lower back, release the shoulders, roll the head maybe a little side to side, massaging the forehead from temple to temple, releasing any tension in the neck. Wisdom pose. Is there wisdom in this pose? Full inhalation here. Complete exhale. On your next inhale, take the arms forward, walk the fingertips out, pop up on the fingertips, feel the length on the other side of the arm, then press the fingertips and the heel of the palm to the mat. Root in, breathe here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, walk your hands over to the left side of your mat, feeling that opening along the right side of your body. Maybe the right hand crosses over the left on top, maybe not. Just finding a little opening here. Breathe in, breathe out. On your inhale, walk the hands back to center, get long. On the exhale, walk the hands over to the right side of the mat. Maybe that left hand crosses over the right, maybe not. Breathing into this opening in the left side body. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, walk the hands back to center. Walk fingertips out a little bit. Exhale, press into the fingertips, press the press the hips back toward the heels. Release your forehead. Inhale here. Exhale here. On your next inhale, bring your torso forward so that your shoulders are over the wrists. The hips are over the knees. The crown is long. The hips are long. This is our tabletop posture. We're going to breathe here. Full inhale. Getting long through the crown and through the hips. And then exhale, look over your left shoulder. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, come back to center, neutral, get long. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, come back to center. We're going to do some tabletop cat cow. So on the inhale, we'll drop the belly and arch the lower spine. The heart will come forward. The crown will lift. The hips will lift. On the exhale, we'll round the spine, release the head, biceps will frame the ears, the hips will roll under. And then continue with your breath, inhaling, arching the lower spine, lifting the crown and the heart and the hips. Exhale, rounding the spine, rolling the chin to the chest and the hips underneath. Continue at your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Feeling a little movement in the spine here, loosening up. One more here. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, press back through the right heel, roll over the ball of the right foot, and lift the right knee. Just get length in the back of that leg, out of that hip. Just feel that, pressing back through the ball of the foot. Breathing here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Establishing yourself in your core here. On your next inhale, if you choose to, extend your left arm. Bicep frames the ear. Get long through the fingertips. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, bring that left hand, that right knee back down. Inhale here. As you exhale, roll over the ball of the left foot. Press back through the left heel, lift the left knee. Breathe into that length in the back of the leg and out of the hip. Full inhale. Complete exhale. On your inhale, if you like, extend the right arm, bicep frames the ear, fingers get long. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the right palm, the left knee back down. Take a full inhale here, curl the toes, press back through both heels. On the exhale, lift the hips up and back toward the ceiling and the wall behind you. Let the legs begin to straighten. Let the torso fall so that the crown falls toward the mat. Let the heels drop towards the bottom of the mat. This is your downward dog. Take a full inhale here. A complete exhale. Inhale, bend your right knee, press back through the left heel. Exhale, bend the left knee, press back through the right heel. Inhale here. Exhale, bend both knees, press the hips up and back, and then straighten the legs. Heels drop in the direction of the mat. That's breathing in, full inhale. Complete exhale. Check your positioning and your balance by inhaling to a plank. If you needed to move your hands or your feet slightly in order to be balanced here, this is your posture. Find your inhale, get long through the crown and the heels. Steady plank, sure plank, strong plank. Exhale, lift the hips, release the head, press the chest and stomach back, let the heels drop. Downward dog. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, bring the left foot forward between the hands. Let's start by dropping the right knee at the top of the right foot. Bring your right hand underneath the face. Inhale, rotate your torso to the left. Take the left hand to the ceiling. Breathe here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here, open and stack the shoulders. Exhale, breathe. A full inhalation. On the exhale, bring the left hand down, walk the right hand back out underneath the shoulder, curl the toes and lift the right knee, step the left foot back to join the right. Downward facing dog, full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale here, look up between the hands. Exhale, bring the right foot forward between the hands, drop the left knee. Top of the left foot, move the left hand underneath the face. Inhale, rotate the torso to the right, take the right arm high. Breathe into the twist, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Stack the shoulders, shine a little brighter. Exhale here. A full inhalation. On the exhale, bring the right hand down, walk the left hand back under the shoulder, curl the toes, step the right foot back to join the left, downward facing dog, full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. No, let's go this way, never mind. Reframe that. Back in downward dog, full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale to a plank, steady and sure. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or lower down, reverse push-up. Come all the way to the mat. Release the tops of the feet. Press into the tops of the feet. Feel the knees engage. Lift the crown on the inhale. Hands right here. Maybe lift the hands. Feel the full extension. Otherwise, light pressure in the fingertips as you extend and support yourself in this low cobra back bend. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. On the exhale, release the forehead toward the mat, curl the toes. On the inhale, press to a plank. On the exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale here, look up between the hands. Exhale, left foot forward and right foot forward into a forward fold. Release the head, release the hands. Maybe release the head, forehead toward the shin. Maybe grab your opposite elbow with your opposite hand in front of or behind the legs. A little bracing for support here. Releasing into your forward fold. Lifting out of the waist, pressing into the heels. The ball of the foot, lifting and straightening the legs, releasing the head. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Maybe switch to cross your hands. Notice the difference in your hips. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Release both hands. Just let them hang. Let your head hang. Full inhale here. Complete exhale. On your next inhale, bring the palms to the shins. Press on the inhale, straighten the elbows, lift the torso parallel to the mat. Breathe in behind the heart. Full inhale. On your exhale, release the head, release the hands. Forward fold. On the inhale, bend the knees. Feel the weight drop into the feet, and then from the feet, root in as you slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. Shoulders will come up and down with the torso rising. Crown will lift. Inhale, take the arms high. And exhale, release the hands. Roll the shoulders, take a breath. Take a moment here to feel into being on your own 2 feet. Notice what happens for you as you come upright and feel that blood flow reverse head to heart. On your inhale, take your hands high, maybe bring your palms together, maybe look up, maybe not. Maybe your palms don't touch, that's okay. Find your length, just get as long as you can on the inhale. Roll your head, roll your eyes, not so much the head, but the eyes. We don't want to bob the back of the neck. We don't lift through the crown and extend through the crown. Full inhale here. Now, if you're able to grab your left wrist with your thumb and forefinger of your right hand, get long. And then as you exhale, bump your left hip to the left as you let your body come across to the right. Now just go to where your body allows you to go. And then stop there and breathe. Take a full inhale, get long through both arms. And then as you exhale, maybe there's a little more space, maybe not. Just breathe here. Big opening in the left side body. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, come back to center, release the left wrist and switch. Grab the right wrist with the left thumb and forefinger, get long. Exhale, bump the right hip, let the body go, torso go to the left. Again, just go where it goes naturally. No forcing, no overexertion. Inhale, get long through both arms. Exhale, maybe there's some space, maybe not. Breathe here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, come back to center, release the rib. Maybe a little back bend, maybe not. Exhale, just release the hands down. Roll the shoulders, drop the fingers toward the mat, take a breath. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. All right, let's move into this. Inhaling, the arms will go high. This is our tall mountain. On the exhale, we hinge at the hips and come to our forward fold, releasing the head, releasing the hands. On the inhale, bracing on the shins if you like, we come to a flat back. Breathe behind the heart. On the exhale, we fold once again, forward fold. On the inhale, we bend the knees to root into the feet and then rise through tall mountain. And then on the exhale, release the hands through prayer down alongside the hips. Roll the shoulders, take a breath, full inhale. Complete exhale. We're going to add on to that. We'll build from here. Inhale, the arms go high. Exhale, we hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Place the hands beside the feet. Step the right foot back to a lunge. Drop the right knee in the top of the right foot. Bring the right hand underneath the face. Inhale, take the left arm high. Simple twist. Exhale here. Inhale, find the twist fully. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Curl the toes, lift the right foot. Step the left foot back to join the right. Downward facing dog. We'll stop in down dog and take a breath to settle in. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale, come forward into your plank. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or reverse push-up. Come all the way to the mat, release the tops of the feet. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower back to the mat. Curl the toes. Inhale, press the plank. Exhale, press back, down facing dog. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. On the inhale, look up between the hands. On the exhale, right foot forward. Left knee down, top of the left foot. Bring the left hand underneath the face. Inhale, rotate, lift the right arm. Simple twist. Breathe in here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Hand comes down. Curl the toes, lift the left knee. Step the left foot forward to join the right. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back, bracing on the shins if you like. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, gathering as you go through tall mountain. Greet the sun, allow the sun into your life. Exhale, release the hands, roll the shoulders, take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, the arms go high, tall mountain. Exhale, hinge and fold, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, breathe behind the heart. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet, left foot back to a lunge. Left knee drops, left hand under the face. Inhale, right arm high, full inhalation. Exhale, right hand down, curl the toes, step back, downward facing dog, full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale, forward to a plank. Exhale, lower down, your choice. Now maybe you want to come to up dog now or cobra, but find your lift. Exhale, lower back to the mat. Inhale, press the plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, left foot forward, right knee, right foot down, right hand under. Inhale, left arm high, full inhale. Exhale, left hand down, curl the toes, lift the knee. Right foot forward to join the left, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands, roll the shoulders, take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Adding on. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet. Right foot back to a lunge. Left foot back to join it. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down, your choice. Inhale, rise up, your choice. Exhale, lower down, your choice. Inhale, press the plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, full inhalation. Complete exhale. On the inhale, left leg goes back toward the wall behind you, as if you're going to stamp that wall, as if you could put your foot against that wall. Press back to that right heel, get long, full inhale. On the exhale, bring the knee to the nose underneath the body, rounding the spine. Inhale, press back. Exhale, bring the knee to the left elbow. Inhale, press back. Exhale, bring the knee to the right elbow. Inhale, press back. Exhale, bring the left foot forward. Keep the right knee lifted this time. And then bring your right hand underneath the face. Inhale, left arm high. Simple twist, press back to the right heel, lift the right thigh, breathe here, full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Left hand down. Step left foot back to join the right. Downward facing dog, full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Oh no, I'm sorry. Let's do the other side. Inhale, right leg back toward the wall behind you. As if you could stamp that wall, press back through the left heel. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose underneath the body. Inhale, right leg stamps. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, right leg stamps. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, right leg stamps. Exhale, right foot forward, left hand down. Inhale, keeping the knee lifted, open, twist, simple twist. Lift the left knee and the left thigh. Breathe here, full inhale. Exhale, right hand down, left foot forward to join the right, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands, roll the shoulders, take a breath. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Bring your hands to your waist. Step your right foot back on the mat and then turn your toes so that you're facing the long side of your mat. Walk your feet out a little bit to get wide. Turn the toes in and the heels out. So actually, your outside part of your feet will be parallel with the top and bottom of your mat. Get as wide as supported and comfortable for you. Hands to the waist. Inhale, take the arms high. Maybe look up, roll the eyes up. Exhale, hinge forward, come to a flat back. Now you can brace yourself with the hands on the hips or on the thighs. Hands at prayer, long through the crown, press back through the hips. Imagine you put your hips on the wall behind you. Inhale here. Exhale, hinge and fold, forward fold. Release the hands. Now you may find that as you release, you can get a little width, a little more width, maybe not, that's fine. I got a couple moves here. So on the inhale, flatten the back, get long through the crown. On the exhale, walk the hands over to the left. Now, maybe that right hand comes outside that left, maybe not. Forehead comes towards the left knee. Breathing here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, walk the hands back to center, get long through the crown. Exhale, walk the hands over toward the right foot, maybe bringing the left hand over the right, maybe following the right knee with the forehead, maybe not. Breathing here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Get long through the crown. Now, this time, as you exhale, walk the hands over toward the left knee, but bend the left knee and drop the hips. You may roll to the heel of the right foot. You may keep the right foot planted. It's up to you. Your hands are supporting your additional support here. You're just kind of opening and dropping the hips here. Maybe you bring your torso upright. Maybe bring your hands to prayer. Breathing here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands down if you're holding them. Inhale, walk your hands back to center, get long, straighten the right leg. Exhale, walk your hands over toward the right, bending into the right knee, maybe lifting the left heel, dropping the hips, maybe lifting the torso, breathing into here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. On the exhale, bring the hands down, begin to straighten the right knee, walk the hands, get long on the inhale. On the exhale, turn your fingers towards the back wall and then walk your hands back underneath your body, coming into your forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. As you inhale, turn your fingers back forward, walk your hands, and then begin to heel toe your feet in alignment with your hips. And then just bring yourself down onto your knees. We're going to do a little back bend here, little camel pose, and then we'll come to the mat, move into our twist and our guided rest. Now, wonderful place here for your block. Maybe place your block between your ankles, behind your body. Come up onto your knees. So the hips are over the knees. Take your hands to your hips, or maybe to the lower back, so that your fingers, as if you could put your fingers in these invisible pockets on the back of your pants. Lift through the crown, lift through the heart, lift out of the waist. This may be fine for you. Inhale here, get long, lift out of the waist, out of the knees. And then as you exhale, maybe you can bring you feel like you're pushing the hips forward, but actually they're just staying over the knees as you lengthen through the crown and add a little back bend. Now, if you feel supported here, you may drop one hand to the block or both hands to the block. You may want to take one arm high to counterbalance one hand going low, little half camel. Or you may just want to stay supported with the hands at the hips and find your thing, but breathe deeply into this posture. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Find your expression here. On your next inhale, bring your hands to your hips if they're not there. Straighten the torso. If you have your block back there, remove your block. And then on your exhale, just sink your hips back toward your heels and continue to sink, dropping your chin toward your chest, rounding your spine, releasing your head, releasing your hands, releasing the hip. Little counter pose here. And then just simply walk your hands out and drop your torso down. Come down onto your mat and then roll to your back. Ooh. Bring your knees into your chest. Reach up and squeeze just below the knees. Little rock side to side. Release any tension that you might have established in that lower back. Maybe a little roll, rotate of the hips. If you rotate the hips, please go both directions. And then we're just going to do our simple opening here. So take your arms out from your shoulders. Bring the knees over the hips. Keep the knees together. Look over your left shoulder as you let your knees drop over to the right. Now, just let them go where they go. There's no need to overdo anything here. We're just allowing the body to open. Let's try to keep the legs together. And if your right knee doesn't reach the floor, that's absolutely okay. Think about moving the knees away from the face as you breathe deep into the lower left hip. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. On your inhale, bring your knees back to neutral, your head back to neutral. Get long through the crown, press down into the lower belt. On the exhale, let both knees drop to the left as you look over your right shoulder. And again, just let the knees go where they go. Try to keep the knees together, feet together. Breathing deep into the back of that lower right hip. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. On your inhale, bring the knees back to neutral, the head back to neutral, and bring the knees into the chest. Squeeze. And just take a moment here to find any release that you need. Maybe a little rocking side to side, maybe a little half happy baby, maybe you need to extend, whatever it is you need. Feel a little movement here. Take a moment to find that, releasing everything. And then bring your knees back into the chest. Bring your forehead toward your knees. Bring your arms down towards your ankles, maybe your feet. Squeeze into a tight little ball. Take a full inhale. Squeeze. 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 And then exhale, release the feet long. Let the toes fall open. Let the heels move as wide as is comfortable for you on your mat. Let the palms come down by the hips, palms up. Lengthen the crown and then pull down on the lower back and let everything go. And take a moment here as you move into your final resting, this resting place. Take a moment to find any additional supports that you may want in this posture. Maybe you have an eye cloth. Maybe you have a blanket or a shawl. Maybe you have a bolster. Whatever it is that might provide you even 1% more support, go ahead and avail yourself of that now. And then allow yourself to let go. You're done. Be done. Release any shaping of the breath. Release any shaping of the body. Release any shaping of the mind. Let go of any analysis of the practice, any conversation, any competition, any criticism. Just allow yourself to be, feel into being supported along the full backside of your body. Notice how you're being held by gravity. Feel the entire backside of your body in contact with the mat. Allow yourself to release into that support. Let gravity hold and hug you here. Allow yourself to just rest. Now, this is a posture, just like every other posture. And the work of this posture is to let go, to release, to relax, to allow integration. All of the energy that is enabled and activated and shifted around in the body and in the mind and in the heart and in the soul by our practice now gets an opportunity to settle into ourselves, into our soul. And notice for yourself what it is like to let go, to be held, to be supported, to be still. If perchance you notice that your attention has wandered away, I invite you to bring gratitude to that noticing. And then gently and compassionately return your focus to your breathing. On your next inhale, I invite you to return your awareness to your body, perhaps wiggling your toes and your fingers, maybe circling your wrists and your ankles. Continuing to continuing to return your awareness to your body. On your next inhale, I invite you to bring your knees to the ceiling, your heels toward your hips, and to extend your right arm alongside your head, bicep by the ear. Take a moment here to prepare to roll to your right side. And then when you are prepared, and only when you are prepared, gently roll yourself to your right side, allowing that right arm to cradle your head and neck like a pillow. Take a moment here on your right side to reacclimate, reestablish yourself, and to prepare to be upright again. And when you are prepared, and only when you are prepared, I invite you to bring your left arm in front of your body and use your left arm to help leverage yourself back to a seated posture. Take a moment here in your seated posture to reacclimate to being upright, to reconnect with yourself, to reconnect with your heart space and your intention. And as you next inhale, I invite you once again to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. And to allow to arise in your heart space, perhaps one more thing for which you are grateful. And as you sit and witness yourself sitting in gratitude in your space, I will take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you from this space. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And as always, I invite and encourage you to please stay here in awareness of gratitude, in rest of gratitude, in restful gratitude for as long as you like. And more importantly, I invite and encourage you to, when you do rise, please take the echoes of your practice and your gratitude with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.